Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are on the main account today and we're talking about something that it's like, you know, what have I done? What have I done? This is a little bit of a fun video in a sense because, you know what, Raid has given us another, you know, challenge with our biggest fails as content creators. And honestly, these are things that do not, you know, they don't apply just for us because we are content creators and all that, but it can apply to everyone. So, you know, if you're interested to see what mistakes I have done personally during this, you know, during my journey as a Raid content creator, as a Raid player, you know, stick around and this might help you in the long run. So, you know, there's going to be some fun thing that you might know, but there might be some other things that you actually do not know. And you know what, at the end of this video, there's going to also be some giveaways. So, you know, just stick around. I'm going to tell you at the end what you need to do in order to enter. There's going to be 4 winners. They will get 400 gems, 2 sets of 50 multi-battles, 1 rank 5 chicken, and 300 energy. So, you know what, at least we're doing something fun, but we're giving something back to the community. So, the first mistake and the biggest mistake that I have done, and you know, now that I think about it, I'm like, oh my god, what was I thinking? Is the fact that I did not get myself a 6-star champion fast enough. I mean, that's 100%, you know, hands down, unless you've already played games from, you know, this genre of the gacha style, whatever, where you have to build champions and get them to the max level as soon as possible in order to farm and do all that, you know, and you're 100% like, you know what, leave it in the comments below which were the mistakes that you guys did. If it's some that I did, or if it's something different that maybe I didn't do, or maybe I forgot to mention, just also leave it in the comments below, maybe alongside with, you know, with what I will ask you to write, for the giveaways. But I made myself, I think it was not even lying, guys, I think I got like 20 5-star champions. So, you know, if you have a look, you know, the maximum level is obviously 6-star level 60, but I had, before I did my first 6-star, I think I had like 20 of level 50s. Like, I had so many of them, just keep making 50s and 50s and 50s and 50s. I'm like, oh my god, this is such a good idea. It's not. It's my progress was stalled so much because of that it's, you know, it's just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It took me, like I said, around 20 50s before I actually 6-starred my first champion. And honestly, this next one's gonna be that just ties one into this one is who was my 6 stars. Well, funny enough, I don't know how my first 6-star was my starter, and that's, you know what, that's another mistake. My starter was Gale, guys. I mean, you know what? It's been a few years, you know, it's been 2.5 years since I started, and I guess this is a mistake that most of you have done as well. I just looked at it, the starters, I'm like, oh my god, I like his mohawk, he looks cool. He's the, you know, he's the image of Raid, I'ma pick him. Well, now I realize that he's not the worst, but second worst. I don't like Aethel. Aethel is the worst for me, but he's arguably one of the worst ones to pick as a starter, and you know, it's, I guess, again, another reason why my progress was not as fast as it was supposed to be is because I picked him as a starter. Luckily, and I don't know why, I think I started to watch YouTube videos by the time I started making 6-stars, and that's why I said, like, you know what, I'm a 6-star him because I needed him as a campaign farmer. But then my next 6-star was Whisper. Like, I think this was a case that, you know, yes, it was a mistake, you know, from an efficiency point of view, but for somebody like me that maybe, you know, there's maybe tons of you out there that just play for fun. You might just level up somebody because you like how they look, because they're cool, because you think they have a cool kit. Well, my second 6-star was Whisper, and I guess I kind of regret that, but especially because of this as well. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I want to tell all of you to try and avoid, or like try to think about it. When you think about making somebody a 6-star, think about it like this. Would you put masteries on that champion or not? If the answer is no, then don't 6-star that champion. Like, I had so many. I think I managed to catch back, you know, farm their masteries or buy their masteries, but I had so many champions that look like this. Like, my second 6-star, 2.5 years in, and look how she looks. No finished masteries. I really liked her because, you know, her kit was quirky. I like the fact that she can gain extra turns. I put Relentless on her. I was like, you know what, she's just gonna keep going and going and going and gonna smash. Well, she never smashed hard enough because she didn't have masteries for me. So that was one of the mistakes. And yeah, I guess that was something I should have thought about. Another thing that I did was feed some epic champions that I should have not. That's something that all of you should think about, you know, even if those champions are bad, especially I guess now, when I started there was no faction guardians, there was no empowerment, nothing like that. But now, this faction guardians can mean a ton, you know, like getting those 10% HP attack, defense, 6 speed, 15 accuracy and resist for all of those epics from that faction can be really good. So even though it might be a problem of space, you know, maybe you don't have enough space in your vault, in your reserve vault, in your normal, you know, champion slots, the epics are always good to keep. Even though, like I said, they might be bad, they might not be the best. After you have faction guardians full, then yeah, you can start feeding some of those that, you know, seem useless. But always keep in mind, there are some champions that have some unique kits. I think I even still have a, let me see, I might be mistaken, but I think I still have, even though he's definitely hands down, in my opinion, the worst epic in the game. Leave it in the comments below if you agree. I still believe I have a copy of Tolf. Let me see. Am I wrong? Did I keep a copy of Tolf the Maimed or not? I think I had one. Let me see. If he's not here, he might be in the other one. Okay, not here. Let's see. Where's the Tolf? I'm quite sure, even though he's useless. Look at that. I still have a copy of Tolf, because you never know where this weird kid that makes no actual sense will become useful. So I just kept myself, I try to keep one of those copies of those unique champions. That's really, really important, and I suggest you guys do the same. Then my other mistake, that this is a painful one because it's a really limited resource. My other mistake was I know I have a lot guys. I haven't used my legendary tomes in like 3 months, so you know they've been gathering up, but I used the legendary tomes on epics. I remember using 3 legendary tomes on Haikatune, 2 legendary tomes on what's her name, Whisper as well. So don't do that, especially with okay, if you use, let's say maybe if you use some epic tomes for rares, like a couple of them, it's fine because you get a lot more epic tomes, but do not use legendary skill tomes on your epics. I'm like, I definitely struggled. I mean, to be fair, at the end of the day, my account is a spender account. You know, I did spend and all that, but still, if I would have avoided those mistakes, I could have played this game completely free to play, and I could have done everything in the game that I do right now. Like, you know, if you follow along with my free to play series, you're gonna see that I did get lucky as well, but I can do most of the stuff in the game without having to spend. It's just about thinking about those resources that you wasted and you're trying to avoid to waste. Oh, that was some bad ones. Another one that's, like I said, it's I guess it's the masteries. The masteries is a really big thing because, let me see, can I find a few of them? I have lots of people that are 6-starred. Like, look at this, that I don't have masteries on. I feel like this just basically stalls you. Or like, yeah, I even have Blind Seer, which was one of my first legendaries. Sifi was my first one, so you know, I'm good in that regard. But I have lots of them that do not have masteries. Honestly, masteries are so important that it just takes your build, you know, it takes your champion. Look at this, just started masteries on so many of these ones. It's, oh my god, it's insane. Like, I had even Minaya. Minaya was my second legendary pull because my first one was Tomb Lord, but I didn't get masteries on her, or I didn't even 6-star her till, you know, early this week. She's a bit of an exception because she's not the best one, but still, it's good if you 6-star your champions, or if you pull champions that are good. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get masteries, guys. If you get 6-star them, you have to give them masteries because that takes those builds to the next level. And you know, you're not going to be struggling as much as I was struggling while I was pushing on my account. Another thing that I have done a lot, and that again stalled my progress, is the fact that I was building too many champions at the same time, and again getting them to 50s, but I was focusing on too many areas of the game at the same time. So I never had enough silver to roll up gear because, you know, I was always killing my silver. I never have enough books to book the champions that I wanted. So try to keep in mind, and don't do the mistakes that I did. Try to always focus one area of the time. So let's say you want to progress in Dragon, only focus on Dragon. After you hit your goal on Dragon, go to the next dungeon or go to the next area. So as an example, get yourself to Dragon 20 first, then get to 16 to the other ones, then start focusing on Clan Boss, but only focus on Clan Boss. If you get stuck on Doom Tower, just, it is what it is, you get stuck. Don't get them to 6-star. If you bring a champion to like level 40 or maximum 5-star to level 50, then that's acceptable because you don't use too many resources. But don't spread yourself too thin because, again, that's gonna stall your progress a lot. And the last one, this is the biggest, one of my biggest mistakes, and this is something really huge, but that's because of the type of gameplay, and that's arena. I did not do almost any arena for the first 6 months of my gameplay. And arena is so important. Even if you're not an arena player, just, you know, refresh. You're gonna find yourself some one-man defenses, some easy fights. Just do as much arena as you can, because upgrading your Great Hall will boost your account so much, it's insane. Like, it took me 2.5 years to finish my Great Hall, whereas if I would have focused from the beginning, maybe I would have done it in 2 years or even 1.5 years. So this is really important. And it might be the same thing with the area bonuses. If you do some live arena, you know, focus on the right ones, maybe go on the Demon Lord, but I might make another dedicated video of, you know, what I would suggest you focus over here. But yeah, I guess this is a little bit of those oh yeah, another one, last one. I was buying some ancients with gems. Do not do that. Only buy them if you know what the PT system is and you know you're close, you've been tracking it, then buy shards. Otherwise, these are the worst investment. The gems always should go into energy, guys, because that's gonna progress your account. So yeah, this was my this were my mistakes. This was like, you know, I'm a little about some of them. I'm like, yikes, why did I do that? But some of them are, I guess, natural mistakes that maybe most of you have done. So like I said, leave it in the comments below. Were you one of the ones that have done these mistakes? And at the same time, leave, you know, in that comment how I don't even know how to call it. Just write 8K. Simple, 8K. So whatever, be like, yes, I did the same 8K. Just have 8K written in the comments, so you know you have a chance. I will be picking from those comments 4 winners to give away those, you know, awesome rewards that they are giving us for doing this confession. You know, basically we're embarrassing ourselves so you guys can have some fun, and then they give us some free stuff. But yeah, anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.